up, wake up. Gotta get this paper, get this cake up. Gotta do my hair, gotta put on makeup. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love. Caught up in my tape. Caught up in my tape. Don't care what you say to me, I'ma bite your feelings out. Boys seem to like the girls who laugh at anything, the ones who get undressed before the second day. Girls seem to like the boys who don't appreciate all them. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I colored my mom's hair and Bellamy hair tape-in extensions. So what you're going to need is I use Pervana Vivids for this, and I also use conditioner, a bowl, and then the extensions, of course. I also saran wrapped my station so I can place the extensions there. These are what the extensions look like before I start coloring them. I'm going to start off by mixing the Pervana Violet. I'm going to take some of that and I place about 1.5 ounces into that, and I also use Redken conditioner. Your conditioner does not have to be Redken brand, it can be whatever you want, and the reason why I did this is to make it last a little bit longer, meaning product wise, and then also I don't want it to be as pigmented, but you totally can bypass these steps, you don't have to use conditioner. So here I'm just placing down the tape extensions that had the previous tape onto them. I did not remove them yet, just so I can stick them onto the saran wrap, and it'd be a lot easier to color them this way. So once you get started, you want to make sure that you wear gloves. This is really important because the Pervana Vivids will stain your hands. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in with the violet first. And I'm not doing like no rhyme or reason to it. I'm just kind of keeping them around the same length, or bringing them down about the same. You don't want them to be super even every single one, but you know, you kind of get the point of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to be doing the violet. And I did about 40 extensions total. I know here it doesn't show 40, but I do end up doing 40 of them. I just didn't record, you know, obviously me doing all of them because it's going to be the same steps for all of them. Next, I'm going to go in with Wild Orchid again. This is from the Pervana line, and I'm going to be mixing it with some conditioner as well, just because I don't want it to be as pigmented. And then, of course, do the same thing. So I'm just going to be brushing it on, and you're going to see me mix it with some of the violet. That's okay. You kind of want it to, you know, mix up a little bit. That's going to create a somewhat of a transition. Next, I'm going to move on to the pink. For this, I'm just using straight pink. I'm not going to be mixing it with conditioner. And again, just be doing the same thing. So I'm just going to be overlapping it with the Wild Orchid and then bringing it down some. So that way there's some transition, some kind of ombre effect going on here. So I kind of just repeat the same thing. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to move on to the silver. Now the silver, I do add conditioner to it. The only reason is because the silver by itself, I don't really like. It's kind of more like of a dark gray, and I want more of a true silver, which is why I mixed the silver with conditioner. Totally optional, you guys don't have to do that, but you guys see me doing the same thing, so I'm overlapping it into the pink and bringing it down, and that way it kind of creates almost like a smoky pink silver color when the sun hits it. I don't know, I think it's really gorgeous, and every lighting it's going to look different. So this is what the extensions look like, and next we're going to move on to my mom's hair. So I'm going to be doing the same thing. So for my mom, this is her before. So she had like a plum roots, and then her hair was silver, but it faded out to platinum. You do want to be sure that your hair is previously bleached or lightened, so the colors can be obviously more pigmented and won't have any trouble grabbing on. And I'm just showing you her roots here. So this is what it looks like. She's 100% gray on top. So yeah, let's move on to the colors. So for the colors, I'm going to be using the same exact thing, except for the roots. I'm going to be using a level 1 Pervana, and I'm going to be mixing that with 20 volume, which is just a straight black. But of course, when you use 20 volume, it's going to be more so of a darkest brown, if that's how you want to look at it or think of it. So here I'm just going to be doing about
maybe like an inch or an inch and a half of her roots. You want to be really careful when you're doing this part because you obviously don't want the black to touch anything else, because once it touches that, it's going to be so hard to take it off. It's actually not going to come off, and you're going to have to bleach it out, and it's just going to be a pain. So I'm just going to go around and do her roots all over. By the way, you guys, this is her first time having black roots, so don't think that she looks uninterested. She was just kind of hesitant, and then she also enjoys getting her hair done too, so she was just kind of relaxing. So here I'm just bringing down the violet, and I'm mixing the violet with the black. I'm using the same exact formulas that I showed you guys on the extensions, and I'm just kind of bringing it down some, fading it down, and then I just kind of move on to the next hair color, which is going to be the Wild Orchid. Every time you do a new color, you want to make sure that you're cleaning off your hands. Here I'm showing the Wild Orchid and the pink. Remember, the pink, I do not mix conditioner with it. It just comes out way more pigmented. You want the pink to do that because it's more of a softer pastel color, so you don't need to mix it with conditioner. So here I'm just using the Wild Orchid, and I'm kind of blending it with my fingers, kind of creating an ombre effect. And you just want to be sure that you're cleaning off your hands every single time, so that way the new strand that you pick up is not going to be stained with the previous color that you used. I know it's kind of tedious work and it takes a lot of time, but the results will be definitely worth it. So here I'm showing you the straight pink, and I'm doing the same exact thing. So I'm just dragging it down, and you're going to notice that some pinks are going to be lower, some pinks are going to be a little up higher, and that's okay because I want it to be like that. You definitely want to add dimension to it, so when the sun hits it, you know, it reflects all these pretty colors at different spots, and you don't want it to be so uniform, if you know what I mean. So I'm just kind of do that, and then I'm going to go in with the silver. So the silver, again, I did mix with the conditioner, and I'm just go ahead and I'm going to run it through the ends, and I don't care if it mixes up with the pink or, you know, anything like that. I'm not too worried about that since the pink is really light. It's not really going to have too much of an effect on it. But then again, so this is all that I do to her hair. So I did use a total of 5 different colors, and I left it on her hair for about 25-30 minutes or so. The black was on there for about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, just because it had to cover her roots, and that's the very first color we did. So this is what it looks like when we washed it all out, and I'm just going to go ahead and blow dry and show you guys what it looks like dried. I think this kind of reminds me of that Starbucks drink, or also like a galaxy theme. It's so pretty. So my mom definitely had a hair makeover for Mother's Day, and comment down below, let me know what you guys did for your mother on Mother's Day, or if you guys did anything. Here's a quick before and after of her hair before we put in the extensions. I'm just showing you what it looks like without the extensions, and then now we're going to start the extensions. So these are what the extensions look like. And I'm just going to go ahead, these are the tape and extensions, so I'm going to go ahead and put in a brand new tape, and I'm going to kind of do layer by layer. I will show you guys, not a tutorial, but kind of how I did it. If you guys want a tutorial on how I do things like this, then go ahead and just comment down below and let me know so I can give you more like an in-depth tutorial on tape and extensions if that's something that you guys would be interested in. And then you do want to use a straightener just to kind of bond the glue together. And then, yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of going section by section. You want to pick up about an inch width of hair and very thin slices. You don't want to pick up too much because you don't want it to pull or tug and irritate her scalp. So like I said, if you guys want a tutorial on the extensions, like more in depth, then give this a thumbs up and let me know. That way I can have an idea. You guys can comment down any questions that you might have, you know, and I can answer them in the next video of showing you guys how I do extensions. So this is how full her bottom looks, and I think it looks so pretty. The colors mixed really well together. This is what it looks like curled. And then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in outside lighting, which I thought was so gorgeous. So So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and learned something from it. If not, I hope that you guys at least love the colors as much as I do. My mom is completely in love with it, and this is her first time actually going into like the Vivids line and, you know, something obviously more dramatic. She's more of the conservative casual, and I slowly got her to this. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions, let me know down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. And I know this is a day late for Mother's Day, but I spent all day yesterday, you know, making her over. This took a total of about 6 hours, including the extensions. So yeah, I mean, happy Mother's Day to you wonderful queens out there. And thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Love you guys. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.